but you have competed here. You, I think, have a horse entered this year. Is that right? Are you riding yourself?
Well, Well, Peter Hegney, it's all happening at the one time here in the main arena. And if you're joining us on the live stream, welcome to you. We've had hundreds of people watching from all over Australia, perhaps somewhere overseas as well. Let us know where you're watching from. Reach out on Facebook or YouTube in the comments, and we'd love to know where you're enjoying the live stream from. Now, of course, we have two of the most significant classes happening concurrently and only one camera. So we're going to be bringing you the Grand Parade Trophy. It's the trophy I'm holding right now. It was last won in 2019 by KP Simply Exquisite. The BR Show team took it out at our last Melbourne Royal. Louise Barton, as you can see, is our presiding judge. She has the task of taking our 20 or so nominated entries and whittling it down to a top 10. And then we will be joined by the wonderful Alison Woodruff and Rob Clark for our panel of 3 judges as we determine the recipient of the Grand Parade Trophy. Now, this is a lovely trophy that is for our saddle Galloways, and it's in honour of a brilliant mare, Grand Parade, who's now 22 years old, but was a Grand National champion, had successes at Royals, and put a lot of progeny on the ground, who really changed the face and well ahead of their time, I think, with Grand Parade, owned by a wonderful Horses in Action Committee Chair, Melinda Ralph, who just adores Grand Parade, who she bred and produced. And she tells me that even today, the first thing she does every day is go and see Grand Parade. It's the last thing she does at night. And the beautiful broodmare responsible for so many champions on the ground in the many years after her own successes around the Royal Show Circuit and at Grand National. So the Grand Parade Trophy will be awarded here today. Who will it go to? Perhaps it's someone heading around your screen now on the circle for our presiding judge, Louise Barton. Peter Hegney, I've just moved off the broadcast, but I'm just on the live stream now, but I thought it was interesting. I didn't get to tell you the story earlier, but that beautiful Grand Parade trophy was hand-selected by Melinda Ralph, who supports this class. Huge prize money on the line here. The trophy was selected by Melinda in Copenhagen when she was in an antique store, and she said, yes, that's the one. That is the trophy we will use for the Grand Parade class. Well, it looks like the top 10 have been selected, and using my binoculars from way over here, I think I can tell you pretty accurately who the top 10 is. It's catalogue number 377, Argyle Fine Art, the Gretz family, Orleans and Fiona. 937 is in the top 10, Daisy Patch Soul Star with Chanel Hunter Cook, and the Warburton connection there as well. 1027, Elsie Cooper's Cold Beach, Holly's Flawless. 1146, Royal Opera, Darren Telford's nomination. Catalogue 1176 is there, Headley Park Yuletide. And 1483, the McMaster's Family, Destiny's Image. This is 377 working out on your screens now. So that's Argyle Fine Art. Chestnut Gelding side by Fernley Fine Print and out of Langtree Georgian Dream. Also in your top 10 is 1604, Gordon Park Backstreet Boy with Alamba Equine, Laura and Maria Shaw. Catalogue 1626 is in there, Highgrove in Your Dreams. Gillian Goldsmith and Kim Ellery's nomination. 1881, Elizabeth Daly's Martini. And 1914 rounds out your top 10. It's MacArthur Park, Star Soprano. Isabel Kerr is the exhibitor. Well, for our live stream viewers, this is catalogue 932 on your screens. Daisy Patch, Soul Star, Chanel Hunter Cook. The Black Gelding side by Royalwood Boy Soprano and out of Regal, Rebellina. My apologies, they've actually come out of order and I was going off my book, not off my eyesight. This is catalogue number 1626 on your screen, working out at the moment. It's Highgrove In Your Dreams, Gillian Goldsmith and Kim Ellery. The Chestnut Mare Side by Royalwood Boy Soprano, and out of Highgrove, Great Expectations. And the next to work out is 1176. Is Joe Bailey and Sandra McCann's Headley Park Yuletide. Brown Mare Side by Whitmere, Secret Agent. And out of the imported mare, Dam Mink 11. Wild Mink 11. Showbrain, my apologies. Well, on your screen now, this is MacArthur Park Star Soprano 1914. Royalwood Boy Soprano, Tat Star App. And if you're watching the live stream now, you're watching 1146. This is Royal Opera, owned by Darren Telford and Greg Geary. The Bay Mare, side by Coal Beach Holly's Gold, and out of the dam, Amazing Grace. This is 1483 on your screens now. Destiny's Image, Bay Gelding, exhibited by the McMaster family. Another Royal Wood Boy soprano out of DP Destiny. Our wonderful judges here on the panel for the Grand Parade Trophy. None other than the lovely Louise Barton, who is our presiding judge. Horses are a hobby for her and a passion. She's a real estate agent in Brisbane, has been selling real estate very successful for the best part of 2 decades. Sells a mix of residential and, of course, equestrian properties, who better? And Louise grew up on a cattle station, had her first pony when she was just 5 years old, started in pony club, and wasn't an overly brave child, so the jumping and barrel racing were out for her immediately. But she preferred the presentation class, where her matching saddle blanket and boots and bow all got her a couple of blue ribbons, and then she'd always try out a bit of the good old country goods at the local tuck shop as well while at those shows. So she has very fond memories. Did her first show back in 1989 on a very cute pony, and she was lucky enough, she says, to win champion. Then she was hooked. How splendid. You get to dress up. You don't have to go fast or jump or anything. Showing was the sport for Louise. And over the years, she's had, you know, the lovely large pony Coal Beach Chanting, the Galloway Coal Beach Sunrise, her Hunter Hack Fabergé, and some of her off-the-track thoroughbreds, her Heart Horse Mascara. Then there was Like a Boss and I Spied. She's had a lot of success over the years at Royals, Grand National, Horse of the Year wins, both in hand and under saddle. And she has a small boutique stud called Belmont Farm with her foundation mare, Mascara, who we all know was winner of multiple Royal Show champions and Horse of the Years. And she has 3 of her babies at home. The eldest, Axel, is a large Galloway. He'll be the next to hit the ring. And Fabergé, as many of you will know, has just been sold. And he's the imported Westphalian warm blood from Germany. Was a most incredible horse to ride and great to see out in the show ring. He actually got second in the World Young Horse Championships before making his way to Australia. And he was a once-in-a-lifetime horse, Louise was telling me the other day. A moment ago, you saw the workout of 1027. That was Coal Beach Holly's Flawless Elsie Cooper's nomination. Chestnut Gelding side by Coal Beach Holly's Gold. And out of the British mare, Gemstone. On your screen now, I think it's 1881, that's right. It's Elizabeth Daly and Martini, Brown Gelding, another Royal Wood Boy soprano out of Oakdown, Muscat. I was introducing you to our judges out here. In the Grand Parade Trophy, Alison Woodruff is down for day 4 of judging, and you're like, how is that possible? We're only at day 3. Well, day 1, we had a pre-show day with all of our great junior classes, and Alison Woodruff had a marathon of judging then. She's from Lancefield, is on the current Equestrian Australia judging panel as a state judge. She's judged for more than 30 years at Royals and Horse of the Year shows, agricultural and horse show level competitions covering the Opens and Show Hunters, Leads and Ridden, rider classes, turnout classes, both junior and senior, lots of children's classes. Is a current Equestrian Australia member and a riding stud book member as well. Riding Pony Stud Book, I should say, member as well. Has judged in Northern Territory at Horse of the Year, Tasmania Horse of the Year, and Equestrian Victorias as well. This is on your screens now, 932. And that's Chanel Hunter-Cook's nomination of Daisy Patch Soul Star, a Royal Woodboy Soprano Black Gelding out of Regal Rebellina. And Alison has trained and shown numerous horses over the years. This is our wonderful judge, Alison Woodruff. She's had champions at Melbourne, Adelaide, Sydney, as well as Equestrian Victoria Horse of the Year and Victorian Ag shows. Had a lot of successes in her own right as in her rider classes, both junior and senior, and competed in the Gary Owen on numerous occasions, and had some success in both the junior and senior turnout classes at Royal Adelaide show over the years. And rounding out our judging panel, we have Mr. Rob Clark from Mansfield. Actually one champion boy rider here back in the day. I wonder if any of you remember. So it's great to have him back here as a judge. And he's got a couple of young horses in work at the moment with his wonderful wife, Kerry Tempest. And of course owned an Equestrian Australia national runner-up. And he's a fencing contractor when he's not out here at shows competing or judging. (1604) working out now, Lamba Equines Gordon Park Backstreet Boy, owned by Laura and Maria Shaw. Chestnut Gelding by Oak Vale Serenade out of Almost Famous. Well, aren't these classes so special, Peter Hegney? The Providence Cup steeped in history and the Grand Parade Trophy, newer in the important trophies of our show, but a special class because it's a top 10 for starters. You don't see those at Royal Shows. A panel of 3 exceptional judges and a real tribute to a lovely broodmare who has had such an impact on the show ring in Grand Parade. She's 22 years old today, but there's plenty of her offspring on the ground doing wonderful things in show rings across Australia. Of course, in her own right, Grand Parade was a Grand National winner and a Royal Show champion. And her owner, Melinda Ralph of Grand Stud, just adores the mare. So a very fitting tribute by hosting this class in her name. It was taken out the 2019 show by KP Exquisite, exhibited by the BR Show team. And the trophy, when we get a good old glance at it shortly, well, it is from Copenhagen in an antique store. Melinda Ralph spotted it and said that will do just nicely for the Grand Parade Trophy at Melbourne Royal. Well, I have permission from the leaders of our Horses in Action Committee to have a quick chat, Peter Hegney, with some of our competitors down here because the scores are in, they're being tallied, and so it's a nice opportunity to hear the story behind the scenes. Jamie Brueggemann, you're an Argyle Fine Art. Tell us a bit about this lovely saddle horse.
So this is George, owned by the Gratz family. I've only ridden him for a couple months now. Only this is our 3rd show, so he's still pretty fresh partnership, but he's a good boy.
Were you pleased with the workout here today?
We had a bit of a saddle slip in the length and canter, so he was a bit unhappy, but besides that, he was good.
Lovely to see you as always, and I'll tell you what, if you want to see fashions on the field, Jamie Brueggemann, she can't be beat out there. An enormous fashion sense. And next on down the line here, it's catalogue 1629 and 1626. My apologies, the dyslexia is getting to me today. It's the lovely Highgrove in Your Dreams, the chestnut mare. Tell us a bit about this exhibit.
This is Barbie. She's the love of my life. She's a bit of an angel. She's the princess of the stable. So, yeah, she's a special girl.
Now, did Barbie do a spectacular job out there for you today? Were you pretty happy?
I was a little bit nervous, so I often feel like I let her down, and she's like, "What are you doing?" So, yes, it probably wasn't our best work, but it's me to blame, not her.
That's the beauty of the show ring, isn't it? You've got to both be in total harmony on the day. Congratulations to you, and thank you for a lovely chat here today. We head on down the line and see Michael Christie here on catalogue number 1176. It's Headley Park Yuletide. Tell us about this exhibit.
This little mare, we show her for Sandra McCann. She's by Whitmere, secret agent, and she's born on Christmas Day, so her name's Holly.
What a lovely tale behind the name. How delightful, and lovely to see you down here. It's a bit of a travel from Bowral.
Yeah, not too bad, about 8 hours, but yeah, no, we made the trip down, and Sandra hasn't seen the mare for a couple of years, obviously because of COVID, so yeah, always happy to be at Melbourne.
Well, all the very best today, and I'll just keep my eye on the judges to make sure I'm not holding up a presentation here. Next down the line, it's 1914, and this is MacArthur Park star soprano Isabel Kerr on board. Gorgeous to see you, Isabel. Tell us a bit about star soprano.
This is Lucifer. He's a 7-year-old large Galloway by Royal Wood Boy Soprano. And yeah, I'm really happy with how he worked today.
I mean, is there anything in the choice of the stable name Lucifer?
I know, it doesn't quite match him because he's not really a devil, but we've shortened it to Lukey, so he much prefers that.
He looks like a Lukey to me, not at all a Lucifer. And the lovely Lee family out in force. Bryony here on catalogue number 1146. It's Royal Opera. You're exhibiting for Darren and Greg. Tell us a bit about this exhibit.
Well, I've been riding her for, I think it's past 2 seasons now, I think. Yeah, no, she's a lovely mare, and I'm so grateful for the ride. Yeah, no, she gave me a great ride today, and I'm very happy.
Lovely to see you as always here at the home show for the Lee girls. Catalogue number 1483 is next in my lineup. Sammy McMaster here. Destiny's Image is the gelding, and my hat just went flying and unsettled a bit of the lineup here. Tell us a bit about your gelding.
This is his first Royal, finally. With COVID, obviously, it's been a bit slow, but we bred him. He's by Boy Soprano out of our good mare, DP Destiny. So we're very excited to finally have him at a Royal show.
All the best to you today. Next down the line, it's the delightful young Elsie Beach. Holly's Flawless. Tell us about your gelding.
He certainly has a lot of personality. He's wants to be honest, but he's a bit cheeky at times. He likes to take advantage of some things, but I love him. I couldn't think of a better horse for me.
You're a wonderful combination. You've had a lot of success around show rings around Australia. Heading on down now to 1881. This is Liz Daly and Martini. Tell us about Martini.
Smarty's just a lovely boy, very enjoyable, and yeah, just a nice horse to have.
Gorgeous. Thanks so much, Liz. Great to see her daughter, Molly Manchester, having a wow of a show this year. 932 Chanel Hunter Cook's Daisy Patch Soul Star.
This is Rupert. He's very special in all ways and can be a bit cheeky at times, but, you know, we're here having some fun.
That's what it's all about. Lots of fun in the sunshine at Melbourne Royal. And last but not least, it's 1604 in your catalogues. That's Gordon Park Backstreet Boy, Laura and Maria Shaw's nomination from a Lambert equine. Tell us about the gelding.
It's his first Royal. We've had him since he was 2, so he's pretty special to us. So we'll just see how it goes.
All the very best to you, and what a nice lineup here. for the Grand Parade Trophy. And the scores are being tallied right now. It is not an easy thing to do the maths and the arithmetic behind the scenes here. You've got 3 judges who all judge totally independently of each other. They each have a steward. The numbers are crunched, and then there's a count back in the event of equalities. And there are often equalities because look at the standard out here. There's often only, you know, part of a point in it. So the numbers will be tallied up now, and we'll bring you the results in a few moments. Well, it's a significant prize pool here for the Grand Parade Trophy. $1,000, a garland, a perpetual trophy, the sash, the woolen trophy rug, and rosettes for placings 3 through to 10 in our top 10, supported by our wonderful committee chairman here for Horses in Action, Melinda Ralph of Grand Stud, and of course named in honour of her beautiful Grand Parade broodmare, Grand National winner, and a Royal Show champion, well remembered by all. 22 years old she is today and living a life of luxury in the paddock.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to announce the winner, our champion for the Grand Parade Trophy, and a massive thanks to Melinda Ralph for making this available for her wonderful mare Grand Parade. Ladies and gentlemen, our winner of the Grand Parade Trophy is competitor 1914. It's MacArthur Park Star Soprano and Isabel Kerr from Balhanna in South Australia. Well, a great win there, and welcome over from South Australia. Certainly makes it worth the trip for Isabel Kerr and MacArthur Park star soprano. This gelding, foaled in 2014, is sired by Royal Wood boy soprano from the mare Tats Star App. And Melinda Ralph, our chair of the horse committee and sponsor of the Grand Parade Trophy, making the presentation.
Oh, such a special moment here. Look at that garland, absolutely dripping in red roses. And Isabel Kerr beaming at the moment, smiling from ear to ear. MacArthur Park star soprano. Oh, the lovely horseshoe embellishment on the front of that garland. Oh, you can see it on your big screen there. Going beautifully with the brow band. And here we have it, the trophy from an antique store in Copenhagen being presented now by Melinda Ralph. Just a glorious moment. And the photos being taken. And our photographers were always in the way here, the presentation crew. But a really, really special moment. And I'm just going to ask our judges for some high-level comments here on our champion.
Very, very nice. It was a beautiful class, but that's a lovely horse and it's got a beautiful way of going.
Totally agree. My winner, yep.
Yeah, beautiful horse across the ground.
A beautiful horse, beautifully presented, moving superbly across the ground. We'll head on in and get an interview in a moment, but we will announce our runner-up.
Lindsay Douglas, our runner-up in our Grand Parade Trophy. This award goes to competitor 1146. It's Royal Opera, nomination of Darren Telford and Greg Geary. Congratulations, our runner-up in this very special class, our Grand Parade Trophy.
Oh, Isabel Kerr, what a moment, and what an inappropriate stable name we've decided.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't suit him. I just want to thank all the committee, the judges, steward, everyone for running this show. It's a great setup and this is really an amazing achievement on such a young Galloway. Like, we've only had him a year and a half and he just keeps proving himself to us, and I am the luckiest girl in the world to have him.
Oh, I think you're a pretty lucky pair for each other to have the other, and just such a great moment there. Nice comments from our judges. Royal Opera taking the red broad sash here today. There'll be some happy connections in the crowd.
Yeah, super happy. Thank you to Greg and Darren for the ride again. Super happy. Yeah, congratulations, Belle. Great workout. Yeah, congratulations to all the competitors, and yeah, thank you.
It was a nice top 10 indeed, and some very happy judges here now. And Peter Hegney will head back to you in the broadcast box.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's the winner of our Grand Parade Trophy, and what a very worthy winner indeed. It's Isabel Kerr and MacArthur Park star soprano, our runner-up, Darren Telford and Greg Geary's Royal Opera. And a big thank you to our judges officiating in our Grand Parade Trophy, to Robert Clark, to Alison Woodruff and to Louise Barton. Thank you for your expertise in that wonderful class. Well, ladies and gentlemen, another wonderful award about 15 hands. And a big thank you to our wonderful supporters of the Providence Cup, to Highgain for their feed vouchers, to High Plains Rugs, to our winner and runner-up, to Stitchy, their fingers embroidery, to Miratech, a voucher for the winner as well, and a big thank you to Dynavite and Vic Griffith for their natural products, also being awarded to our top 10 competitors in our Providence Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure now to announce our winner. And the winner of this very prestigious Providence Cup is competitor 690. It's Gentry Park Tate Note, nomination of Jess Stones and Sarah Osalenko, and ridden by Jess Stones. They are the winners of the Providence Cup for 2022. And thanks indeed to Vic Griffin for coming forward for Dynavite to make the presentation. Thank you too to Colin Gill for being here representing Miratech. And a big thank you indeed to Karen Fisher, with whom we spoke earlier, for supporting and the introduction of our Providence Cup for Show Hunter Galloways. Well, Lindsay Douglas down there, a wonderful winner, I'm sure, and that very, very keenly contested Providence Cup for Show Hunter Galloways. A great win.
Well, if there is a more decorated Show Hunter Galloway, you've got to point it out to me, because this little black horse has had a stellar career indeed, and no stranger to getting a photo in the winner's circle. We'll head on in and see the presentation of the Providence Cup Show Hunter Galloway champion. A couple of beautiful photos being taken here with great supporters. Miratech, Dynavite. We get some really wonderful support and sponsorship here. And the Melbourne Royal bag will be presented as well to the winning connections. Wonderful jockey Jess Stones on board. What a special moment for such a decorated Galloway.
Thanks, Lindsay. Just like to say thanks to his owners, Sarah and Kerry, and his breeder, Christine, who's here today. Congratulations. He's a beautiful horse. I've been lucky to ride him throughout his career. I started him, we broke him in, and yeah, it's been fantastic to continue on campaigning him. He's been a very successful horse. I'd just like to thank all the sponsors, particularly Dynavite and Miratech, and a big thanks to the Melbourne Royal Committee and everyone behind the scenes. I'm sure there's a large army of people to bring this amazing event together. We've had a few years off, and a huge thanks to the judges, and congratulations to all the other competitors. And lastly, a huge thanks to my team behind the scenes. None of this would be possible without them, and seeing my little girl up there in the stands is pretty cool.
Oh, there is a great team behind you, and that little young lady out there watching at her mum is saying, I'm going to be out there one day too. She's got a little Shetland pony at the moment, living the dream.
Well, Lindsay Douglas, a great win, but of course we have a runner-up as well. And now with pleasure I announce our runner-up in our Providence Cup for Show Hunter Galloways. That award goes to competitor 1175. It's Lily Sovereign, nomination of Margot Haynes, David Quayle and Kate Reid. Congratulations to Lily Sovereign from Bugle Rangers in South Australia. It's competitor 1175 taking the runner-up award.
Well, the lovely Lily Sovereign comes forward now as the presentation of the broad sash is made for reserve champion here. What a great team of supporters and stewards we have behind the scenes, the likes of Dean Matthews there. Make sure our Royal Show runs so smoothly. Well, we'll see if we can pop in quickly and get a couple of words from the delightful Margot Haynes.
Yeah, I'd just like to congratulate the owners, partly Kate and Amanda Reid, who are from Sydney, here to watch. He's a special horse to us, so it was very nice to get runner-up to a probably more experienced horse, and he's only 5 years old, and he just tries his heart out, but the winner is beautiful too.
Beautifully said, and deserving champion, reserve champion here in the Providence Cup for our Show Hunter Galloways.
Well, Lindsay Douglas, down there, of course, we have a third, fourth and fifth award in our Providence Cup as well. And if those could come forward now, in third place in the Providence Cup, it is number 1061, DP Royal Ascot. Congratulations to Royal Ascot and the Plum family. The fourth award to competitor 1419, it's Kingsfield Arlington, nomination of Jessica Sharp. And the fifth award to competitor 212, it's Trelly Park Casino Royale, nomination of Richards, Parsons and Davis, owned by Elizabeth O'Brien, takes the fifth award in our Providence Cup for Show Hunter Galloways. Now, all our top 10 Galloways in our Providence Cup are receiving their sash down there. But it is, of course, a big win to Gentry Park, take note, and Jess Stones. Our runner-up, Margot Haynes and Lily Sovereign.